Hey, what's up, health warriors? Today we're tackling a topic that doesn't get nearly enough attention, but could literally save your life: your kidneys. That's right, those two little bean-shaped organs in your lower back that work tirelessly to keep your body running smoothly. They might not get as much hype as your heart or lungs, but trust me, when your kidneys start to fail, the effects can be devastating. So why should you care? Because there are 7 everyday habits that might be silently destroying your kidneys. And what's even scarier, there are 6 silent signs of kidney disease that most people overlook until it's too late. But not you, because by the end of this video, know exactly what to avoid and what to look out for to keep your kidneys healthy and strong. Let's get started. Number 1, consuming too much salt. Let's kick things off with something we all do: consume salt. Now, don't get me wrong, salt is essential for life, but when you go overboard, you're setting your kidneys up for failure. Salt increases your blood pressure, and high blood pressure is a major cause of kidney damage. To put it like this, your kidneys are like a finely tuned filter. When your blood pressure is too high, it's like turning up the water pressure in a garden hose. Eventually, that hose is going to burst. The same thing happens to the delicate blood vessels in your kidneys. And here's the crazy part: most of the salt we consume doesn't even come from the salt shaker. It's hidden in processed foods, fast food, and even in foods that don't taste salty, like bread and cereals. So next time you reach for that bag of chips or that frozen pizza, remember, you're not just adding flavor, you're adding stress to your kidneys. Cut back on processed foods, read labels carefully, and try to flavor your meals with herbs and spices instead of salt. Number 2, not drinking enough water. You've heard it a million times: drink more water. But here's why it's so important for your kidneys. Your kidneys are like the waste disposal system of your body. They filter out toxins and waste from your blood, turning it into urine. But when you're not drinking enough water, your kidneys can't flush out those toxins effectively. Instead, they start to accumulate, leading to kidney stones, inflammation, and eventually chronic kidney disease. A study from Harvard found that chronic dehydration is one of the leading causes of kidney damage in adults. And it's not just about drinking water. When you're thirsty, that's actually a sign that you're already dehydrated. Make it a habit to drink water throughout the day, especially if you're active or live in a hot climate. Your kidneys will thank you. Number 3, drinking too much alcohol. Now, let's talk about something a lot of us enjoy: alcohol. While an occasional drink isn't going to ruin your kidneys, excessive drinking definitely will. Alcohol raises your blood pressure, and as we just learned, high blood pressure is terrible for your kidneys. But that's not all. Alcohol also dehydrates you, which makes it harder for your kidneys to do their job. And over time, excessive drinking can lead to something called alcoholic nephropathy, a fancy term for alcohol-induced kidney damage. The World Health Organization reports that more than 20% of chronic kidney disease cases in people over 50 are linked to excessive alcohol consumption. So the next time you're at a party, think twice before you reach for that second or third drink. Your kidneys might be better off with a glass of water. Number 4, smoking. You already know that smoking is bad for your heart and lungs. But did you know it's also a major cause of kidney disease? When you smoke, the chemicals in cigarettes damage the blood vessels, reducing blood flow to your kidneys. Over time, this lack of blood flow can lead to kidney failure. And if you have diabetes or high blood pressure, smoking makes things even worse. It's like throwing gasoline on a fire. Smoking is also linked to the development of kidney cancer. Studies show that smokers are twice as likely to develop kidney cancer compared to non-smokers. If you're a smoker, quitting is one of the best things you can do for your kidneys and for your overall health. Number 5, ignoring blood sugar levels. If you have diabetes, this one's for you. Keeping your blood sugar under control is crucial for protecting your kidneys. When your blood sugar is too high, it forces your kidneys to work overtime to filter it out. Over time, this extra work can damage the tiny blood vessels in your kidneys, leading to kidney disease. And here's a shocking statistic: more than 50% of people with diabetes will develop some form of kidney disease. That's more than half. So if you're diabetic, make sure you're regularly monitoring your blood sugar and taking steps to keep it in a healthy range. Your kidneys depend on it. Number 6, overusing over-the-counter painkillers. Popping a pill to relieve pain might seem harmless, but it could be putting your kidneys at risk. Non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, NSAIDs, like ibuprofen and naproxen, are some of the most common painkillers, but they can be harsh on your kidneys, especially if you use them frequently or in high doses. These drugs reduce blood flow to your kidneys, which can cause damage over time. A study by the World Health Organization found that long-term use of NSAIDs is a significant risk factor for chronic kidney disease. So, before you reach for that bottle of painkillers, consider whether you really need them. And if you do, make sure you're using the lowest effective dose for the shortest time possible. Number 7. Ignoring high blood pressure. Last but definitely not least, high blood pressure. We've already mentioned it a few times, but it's so important that it deserves its own spot on this list. High blood pressure is often called the silent killer because it has no symptoms, but it can do serious damage to your kidneys. When your blood pressure is too high, it puts extra strain on the tiny blood vessels in your kidneys, causing them to weaken and eventually fail. In Spain, it's estimated that around 40% of people over 50 have high blood pressure, and many don't even know it. If you haven't had your blood pressure checked recently, do it now. And if it's high, talk to your doctor about ways to get it under control. Your kidneys and your heart will thank you. Silent signs you're ignoring? Are your kidneys trying to tell you something? All right, now that you know the habits that can damage your kidneys, let's talk about the warning signs. The scary thing about kidney disease is that it often doesn't show symptoms until it's advanced. But if you know what to look for, you can catch it early and get treatment before it's too late. Here are 6 silent signs that your kidneys might be in trouble. Sign 1. Persistent fatigue and weakness. Ever feel tired all the time, even after a good night's sleep? It's easy to blame it on stress, aging, or just a busy lifestyle, but it could be a sign of kidney problems. When your kidneys aren't working properly, toxins build up in your blood, making you feel sluggish and weak. And if your kidneys are damaged, they might not be producing enough of a hormone called erythropoietin, which helps your body make red blood cells. Without enough red blood cells, you can develop anemia, which makes fatigue and weakness even worse. Don't brush off persistent fatigue. It's just part of getting older. If you're feeling tired all the time, especially if you're also feeling weak or lightheaded, it might be time to get your kidneys checked. Sign 2. Swelling in your legs, ankles, or face. If you've noticed swelling in your legs, ankles, or face, don't just assume it's from standing too long or eating too much salt. Swelling, also known as edema, can be a sign that your kidneys aren't filtering fluids properly. When your kidneys are damaged, excess fluid builds up in your tissues, causing swelling. This kind of swelling is most common in the legs, ankles, feet, and sometimes the face. And it's not just uncomfortable, it's a sign that something's seriously wrong. A study by the University of California found 70% of people with unexplained swelling had some level of kidney disease. If you're experiencing swelling, especially if it comes and goes, don't ignore it. Talk to your doctor and get it checked out. Sign 3. Trouble sleeping. We all have trouble sleeping from time to time, but if it's a regular thing, your kidneys might be to blame. When your kidneys aren't working properly, toxins build up in your blood instead of being flushed out in your urine. These toxins can make you feel uncomfortable and restless, making it harder to fall asleep. There's also a connection between kidney disease and sleep apnea, a condition where you stop breathing for short periods during sleep. Sleep apnea is more common in people with chronic kidney disease, and it can make kidney problems worse. If you're having trouble sleeping and can't figure out why, it might be worth getting your kidneys checked. Sign 4. Persistent itching. An itch that just won't go away. It could be more than dry skin. Persistent itching can be a sign that your kidneys aren't doing their job of removing waste from your blood. When waste products build up in your bloodstream, they can cause itching, often in specific areas like your back, chest, or legs. A study by the American Society of Nephrology found that 30% of people with chronic kidney disease experience persistent itching as one of the first symptoms. And it's not just annoying, it can be a sign of serious kidney damage. If you're dealing with unexplained itching, especially if it's persistent or widespread, don't ignore it. It might be a sign that your kidneys need help. Sign 5. Irregular urination. Your urine can tell you a lot about your kidney health. Changes in how often you need to go, the color of your urine, or even how much you're producing can all be signs that something's wrong. For example, if you're waking up frequently during the night to pee, it could be a sign of kidney disease. Or if you notice that your urine is darker than usual or has blood in it, that's a big red flag. The same goes for changes in how much urine you produce. If you're suddenly peeing less than usual, or if you feel like you're not emptying your bladder completely, it could be a sign that your kidneys aren't working properly. And blood in your urine, that's an emergency. Get to a doctor right away. Sign 6. Loss of appetite. Loss of appetite might seem like a minor issue, but it can be a sign of serious kidney problems. When your kidneys aren't working right, waste products build up in your body, which can make you feel nauseous and less hungry. Plus, kidney disease can cause fluid retention, making you feel full even when you haven't eaten much. This can lead to unintended weight loss and malnutrition, which can make your kidney problems even worse. If you've noticed that you're eating less than usual, or if you're losing weight without trying, it's worth getting checked out. So there you have it, the 7 everyday habits that are damaging your kidneys, and the 6 silent signs that could mean you're in trouble. The good news is, it's never too late to start taking care of your kidneys. By making small changes to your lifestyle like cutting back on salt, drinking more water, and quitting smoking, you can protect your kidneys and keep them working for years to come. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on more tips to keep you healthy and happy. And hey, share this video with your friends and family. Let's spread the word and protect those kidneys together.